How y'all doing? How y'all doing? This is Alvin with Trying Success here on the Old Fashioned Health Network. Good health inside and out. I want y'all to check out this skyline. Y'all see the skyline of Atlanta? The man that I have on the show today, he has the keys to this city, y'all. That's what he told me before we got started. This is Devon Harris. Man.
That's right.
Real estate guru, investor here in Atlanta, and he is a social media news anchor, man. Y'all got to keep up with this man on social media, man. How you doing? How you doing? Thank you for being on the show, man.
I can't call it, man. It's another day. I'm blessed to be here.
I know, right? Hey, listen, tell the people a little bit about yourself before we get into this interview.
Oh, yeah. My name is Devon Harris. I am a real estate agent and a real estate investor in the Atlanta metro area. My primary focus is investment properties. We basically buy and flip properties across the Atlanta metro area.
Okay. How has the real estate market been for you?
Oh, it's popping, man. It's honestly changed my life. I've only been in the game for 3 going on 4 years now. I've only bought my first investment back in July of 2020, and we haven't looked back since then, man. So to say it's been a blessing is an understatement.
So you just started July 2020, and your life has just like financially changed from that point on.
Stress-free, man. I quit my job the beginning of last year. I was working at a Fortune 500 company, bringing in $80,000 to $100,000 yearly. I quit that job. I left it, simply put, because it was just more logical for me to go full time with my real estate business.
Okay. So what do you tell people that may not have the money to start with? So let's just say you're talking to someone that's in corporate America. They underpaid $35,000, $40,000, living from just from paycheck to paycheck, and they want to get started. Of course, fear is always a thing for most people when you tell them about going into business for themselves. They're always afraid to give it a shot. So what do you tell people, or what would you tell somebody? Because you went out there and just jumped in, but your salary, as you just explained, has been a little better than somebody that has $35,000. So what do you tell those people that want to get into the game? And the honest truth,
you got to get out.
They're gonna have some stress now.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be stressful, man. Granted, I mean, I was blessed to make that amount at my day job, but it still wasn't enough for me myself personally. I spent a lot of money. I traveled. It didn't work out for me, so that was another reason why I got into the real estate industry. But guys, it's going to be hard. It's not easy. It's not a get rich quick scheme. You gotta learn the information and dedicate your time into the game, into the hustle. For those who don't have cash, to jump in the flipping industry, there's ways to make money. Me personally, I chose one of those investing strategies. I wholesaled my way into flipping houses, right? I came across a guy named Max Maxwell 3 years ago. And, I went on YouTube University, did my research.
I like that.
I got introduced to my mentor, Justin Giles, out of Atlanta, Georgia. And just based off that information, I started grinding. I would cold call and get 1,000 no's and, get my first yes. And then that first yes turned into 10 more yeses. And then, I just used that money from wholesaling, took that capital and then started flipping houses.
Okay. I've seen the wholesale thing on social media like 1,000 times. People holding a whole bunch of money saying, I wholesaled the house. I didn't have any money. And now I'm sitting here with a $5,000 check or a $10,000 check. I'm sitting here talking to you. Tell me how real is that? Is that possible? Is it really that possible?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's that easy. It's that easy, man. People out here, it's unlimited. People's out here making checks as large as $100,000 or as small as $1,000, right? And everything else in between. But again, as long as you, you educate yourself with the wholesale process, man, that's basically free money.
So what's the basic rules for wholesaling property? So let's just say I go out today and I say, okay, I want to get out of here. Tell me the first thing I have to do. I ain't got but $20.
Everybody has their own.
I only got $20 for gas. So I'm listening. Let me give you I got $25 for gas. Georgia Power's due rent. I might have a little flexibility with that, and I want to wholesale because I have to make $1,000 by the end of the month. Is that possible?
It's possible, man. It is possible. One of the most important things for me in my business back when I got started was building my buyers list.
Mm-hmm.
You know, everybody has their own strategy when it comes to wholesaling.
Mm-hmm.
Most people will say get your contracts in order, get your closing attorney, find a house to sell, all that good stuff. For me, I flourish by building my buyers list first, because you know anybody can go out here and get a property under contract. That's easy. The tough part is selling that house, that document. So if you don't have any buyers to sell to, you know, you out of luck. So for me personally, I think building your buyers list is vital when it comes to wholesaling real estate.
Okay, so if I'm understanding this right, I found a property. We both live down. We both live in Midtown, right? So I found a house in Midtown. I come to you because you're a buyer, right? Buyer and investor. I said, listen, I have a property that somebody wants to sell. I knocked on the door. They say they want to sell a house. I come to you. I said, listen, they want to sell this house for $110,000. What's going to keep you from just going around me saying, you know what, I don't have to talk to you. I know you're trying to sell a wholesale. I just go to the buyer direct to sell it direct. Does it happen like that?
Oh, I mean, so here's how you prevent that. You actually got to get the property under contract. So if I have the contract with the seller right here, mm-hmm. and I come to you and like, yo, Alvin, man, I want to sell you this property for 120.
Okay.
Because I have this property under contract, there's nothing you can do. I clouded the contract. Right. So there's nothing you'd be able to do unless that contract is voided, unless it ends.
Wow. So is there licensing or anything or requirements that you have to be a wholesaler?
Oh, no, absolutely not. Anybody can be a wholesaler. No licensing required. Now, there are states that are sort of buckling down on the wholesale industry, but Georgia is definitely not one of those states. So, you know, if this is something that anyone's looking to do, I definitely look into it ASAP, because it's a real estate out here and there's a lot of money to be made.
Man, you about to make me cut this interview short. I'm about to go ahead and find me some property. Wow. So where do you get your contracts from?
Networking. I've had a few people send me contracts that we utilize with our owners. Today, I work a little bit different. I don't necessarily work with a lot of off-market properties, but if I do, I have contracts that I got from other wholesalers in the market.
Okay. All right. I want to tell people I found Devon on here because he does this. Y'all, his social media has nothing to do with real estate. Not. This man tells the news, man. I was watching, and what drew me in was the way you use your social media to start people to paying attention to, you know, who you are and what you got going on. And then when you press the follow button, and then you go to Instagram, and you be like, wait a minute, he tells the news, but he's a real estate investor. That is so smart, man. And you tell the news. I mean, I watched this one thing. One of the stories that stuck out to me that you did was when there was something that happened in Buckhead. I think the lady got pushed out of the car or something like that.
Oh yeah, bro. There's a lot of stuff happening in Buckhead. Yeah,
like the one you was talking about today about the Zale situation.
Yeah.
So Devon tells the news about what's going on, not only in Atlanta, y'all. Because at one point I thought it was just Atlanta. I was like, man, good Jesus, Atlanta is just bad. But it's not just Atlanta. You really tell some interesting, and the way you explained to me today how you do your news is really interesting. So now when I watch it, I'm be like, he getting ready to go to the gym. But I appreciate it. Yeah, I really like what you're doing with that.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. Like I said, honestly, I didn't like TikTok. Okay. I thought it was a joke. Mm-hmm. But then for me, you know, since I quit my job a year ago, for me, I'm all about making money. Mm-hmm. So once I found out you can monetize TikTok, I sort of just, you know, I played around with a few things to see what people, you know, would look into. And I posted a few videos with my face on the news article, and those videos just started going viral. So, you know, I just kept doing it. All right. So everybody likes watching the news, man. That's what I found out.
Man, you know, and bad news travels so fast, man. Bad news travels faster than a good news story is just, I know, right? The only good news that travels fast is if it's a football game that the Falcons happen to some by osmosis wins, or if there's a sporting event where there's a win, then you get the celebration of that. Otherwise, no other news that you hear about that sticks. That's good news. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's always
exactly my point. Negative.
So we'll go back to real estate investment. So you don't just invest in just real estate only, do you? Is there any other investments that you do since you're an investor? I don't think you're just a real estate investor, right? You invest in other things, right?
Right. This is actually, this is our only investment at the time.
Okay.
Again, we're brand new investors. We've only been in the game going on 2 years now. So we're at that point of just scaling our business, going from flipping to buying more rentals. But I'm also beginning to use that capital to sort of look into different ventures. Mm-hmm. I'm honestly interested into the trucking industry, dispatching or whatever the case may be.
Okay.
I definitely want to start divvying out that capital. That way, if something happens with real estate, I got the trucking or the vending machine company or whatever the case may be to fall back on.
So I was in a barbershop one day, man, and this guy came in and he was doing the ATM machines, right? As far as how you make money off of those. But then I started thinking, with everything being tech, people don't usually use cash a lot. So then I started thinking, I don't know if that particular machine is a good investment.
Right.
But I'm kind of like yourself, interested in a lot of different things. As you already know, I'm kind of like you, except for people don't know exactly what. They just see me doing this, so they don't know that I'm trying to be like Devon. I'm I just don't tell.
No, man, I'm trying to catch up with you guys, man. Like I said, I just learned, just being an entrepreneur, you always gotta stay eating. You always gotta stay hungry. So, I love real estate. It's blessed us, me and my family.
Okay.
But just from the books I've been reading and just from the networking I've been doing, it'd be beneficial to anyone to not have all of your money in one bank there. So, we're definitely looking towards other ventures to work with in the near future.
Is it a group of you all that have the real estate, the real estate company, the investment company, or is it just you and your family?
It's just myself and my wife. What we do, though, Alvin, we have an investment program where, there's a lot of people out here who are unfamiliar with the investing process, right?
Okay.
You also have a buttload of mentors out here selling information, right? So I sort of just mix both of the worlds together by providing an investment program where we're not only giving you the information regarding how to flip a house, we're going to flip the house with you. Right. So we're taking all that calculated risk and basically just chauffeuring your flip for you. That way you avoid all the unnecessary issues that you will go through, doing the flip yourself. Simply put, because you're going through this experienced company and making a pretty profit, all while you're still learning the flipping process.
Okay. So you know how they do in corporate America. Let me see if I heard you right. So what I hear you saying, that's the favorite corporate term. Is I sign up for your program, and then you walk me through or teach me about the whole flipping and investment real estate education piece of it. But you also use some of your resources as far as monies and everything to do it with me. So I guess it makes me feel good that I feel like, well, he's not going to let me lose because some of his is invested in this too. Is that the way it works?
Well, more or less. So I'm not physically, unless I'm partnering with you, I'm not physically going to put any of my cash in the deal.
Okay.
Again, just the way you think about it is, it's a chauffeur service, right? Okay. We're just chauffeuring you through the flip. It's your car, it's your money, it's your investment. We're just getting you to point B through the using our strategies and our blueprint.
Okay, so you'll kind of hold the person's hand all the way through the process of flipping a house. And
exactly right.
Okay, and if you see something that does not look right, you're there to kind of mentor. It's like, you don't want to go this way, you want to go that way.
Exactly my point. Exactly right. So we're taking that investor all the way through the point of locating a deal. What is a deal? How to negotiate with your agents, how to get it under contract, how to utilize hard money. That's how we finance our deals. All the way to the point of you selling that house and you taking your profits and everything else in between, including locating contractors, how to renovate the properties, how to find the material, all these things that most novice investors are unfamiliar with. We knock that out for you.
Okay, so here's the easy part. How much is your services?
Oh yeah, services. So if you're partnering with,
let's go with a range because we don't want to scare nobody. Give me a range, So start from what?
So again,
100. What you got?
Yeah, so if you're partnering with somebody, all we're doing is charging you $5,000 consulting fee, and we split that up into 2 installments: $2,500 upfront, $2,500 once we complete the investment. If you're doing your own project, it's a $10,000 consulting fee, $5,000 upfront, $5,000 once we complete the investment. Now, look, the returns we're getting on these properties are phenomenal. And I say that because this housing market is crazy.
Yeah.
I can give you a perfect example, man. We just bought a property in Riverdale. I bought that house for $155,000 back in January.
Okay.
We just sold that house last week for $290,000. The investor's making $62,000 off a $30,000 investment. And I'm not taking a lick of it aside from the monies they gave us to actually project manage.
Okay, I like the project manage better. That sounds a little
Yeah, that's basically what it is, man.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So do y'all have a starter plan to me?
No, I do actually have I have an app called The Scope of Work. You can download this on the Apple Store or Google Play.
Okay.
And basically, I give you a one-on-one consultation service where I walk you through the flip process. This app starts anywhere between $350 up to $500. And basically, I'm just giving you the information. I'm showing you how to flip a house, and I give you access to literally all of our projects that we knock out on a yearly basis.
Okay. The only difference is it's digital, electronic, as opposed to me calling you and you driving around with me, right?
Right. So the biggest difference being the app is it's just an app with the information on there. You want to learn? You don't want to go through YouTube and ask around, flip a house? Right. I have the app for you. Or if you want to physically use your money and use your money to make money by investing into real estate, I have the investment program for you. So, I have a couple options out there for people who want to, at the end of the day, who just simply want to get started investing or get started investing and make money while doing so, while learning that process.
Okay. So here's how I see it. Okay. Let's just say I have $5,000. It's sounding pretty sweet to me now. Now I can kind of see it, because if I have $5,000 and I try to do it myself, I could possibly lose my money.
Very, very much so.
But if I have 5,000, because I'm so inexperienced, right? But if I have 5,000, I'm giving you 2,500 of it, because the investment deal that I'm working on is going to give me at least 50,000 at a minimum, somewhere there or about. Even if it gives me $30,000 when I win.
Right. Exactly. Now, I mean, depending on it truly depends on how much you resell that house for, and of course, it depends if you're partnering with somebody. But yes, based off of that investment, you're going to make a pretty solid return. On occasion, most of our investors are making at least 10 racks off their investment, right? Mm-hmm. And I mean, that goes up from there. So we have 100% success rate. I know it sounds like it's a lot of money, but I promise you the amount of money that you're making back off your investment is crazy.
Well, it doesn't sound like a lot once you look at the whole scope of it, actually, not at all. Because I think anybody that's interested in getting, and this is without me having a real estate license, this is me coming to you that have paid for the whole licensing and everything, because I think I'd rather do that than pay for going to real estate school.
Yeah. And honestly, like I said, you don't need a real estate license to be an investor, man. I am a real estate agent. I only have mine simply put because I told myself back in the day, I wanted to turn this into a career, and there's way more money you can make by being a real estate agent or a realtor in addition to an investor. But for myself, I got that license simply put because I don't like to wait for people, right? I don't have to wait to make offers. I don't have to wait to go look at the houses, right? All that's beneficial to me. So, that's one of the major reasons why I got my real estate license. And I tell pretty much everyone if you can do it, just go ahead and knock it out. It's not going to hurt. It'll allow you to save money and time.
Okay, so back to my 2,500. So listen to this. This is the way I'm thinking about it. All right, so 5,000. See, I got an audience of people that's actually sitting here listening to me with you actually. All right, so $5,000 is the whole nuts of the basic concierge service. I got that right?
Right. So, but keep in mind, that's just the fee for us to flip the house for you. Okay. You can't forget about the down payment towards actually buying the house.
Oh, that's a good one. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So you're still going to need, now let's not forget again, this at the end of the day, this would be your investment.
Right.
So you'll, in addition to the amount that we're charging to flip the house for you, you're going to need money to actually buy the house.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
Makes sense.
And that could range anywhere from $10,000 up to $20,000.
Okay. So, someone that has about $15,000 to invest, see if I got this right. This makes sense to me. I got it. So if I have $15,000 to invest, I need to come see you because my money sounds safer doing it that way. I like that. Y'all, you might.
Yeah. See,
you got 15,000 that you're trying to invest. If you at that level of investment, let's just put it like at that level of type of investment.
Right.
That sounds good what you're doing. I like that. That's.
Oh yeah, man. And the sweet part about it, you don't have to be in Atlanta. We're working with people in California, New York, Miami, Detroit, Alabama, Greece, London. You don't even have to be in the country. If you want to make money, watch your money make you money, or if you simply want to learn the process while you make money, this is the best route to take. I don't see anything equivalent to this program in America. So, we definitely like working with both silent investors or novice investors. Basically, we're just here to fill that void when it comes to real estate investing, man. This is a lot of information that was sort of hidden from us growing up, especially in the ethnic community. So, we're just simply trying to fill that void and teach this process to anyone who's willing to listen.
So you've given me two great programs, man. I knew you was more than just a news anchor. You gave me two great programs. Okay, so you gave me the wholesaler program. So if you don't have 15,000 to start with, if you're not in that bracket, let's start you off with something small like the wholesaler thing, right? Because you ain't got to have money to do that, right? You don't really
exactly right.
You just need gas money, all right? So you
exactly right. Yeah,
you get that first property, you make your 15,000 off of it, then you graduate, and you get a chance to go to sit in the living room. And you talk to Devon and say, okay, I made 15,000. Now you graduated me to taking this 15,000 to now making me 50,000, 30 or 20, somewhere there or about.
Yes, absolutely right.
Oh, you see how good of a salesman I'm gonna need a percentage of this whole because I know you didn't sell it like that. I know you didn't sell it like that.
Nah, man, you took the words right out of my mouth, man. Apparently I need to hire you.
Man, I'm a man. That's a great. I got people here shaking their heads like, yeah, this is good. So y'all look
into it.
Be a wholesaler first. If you don't have 15,000 in your pocket, I would. To me, my sit down and talk to Devon over some healthy drinks because I'm sure by now if you looked into what I've been doing, I'm vegan and healthy type thing.
Oh yeah.
Make you some kale juice. Sit down and talk to Devon. Like, all right, man. So
hey, let's do it.
And
let's do it.
I have no money now, but I got this wholesaler contract. So once you let me do this, I make this money off of this. Then I'm gonna graduate to. So it's no excuse. People that don't have no money can do this.
Especially in Atlanta, man. This is the city where pretty much anything can be done out here. So
right.
Again, we just trying to help fill that void. There's so much money out of the estate industry to be made. Stop sitting on the sidelines, guys. This is it.
Devon, when I get off the line with you, I'm gonna tell you, you got to send me a wholesaler contract, man. I just want one. So I'm gonna go and get my first one, and when the next, I'm just like, y'all, he sure telling the truth. I know the man can know. I know he's flipping property because I seen some of the ones that the house you was talking about in Riverdale. I seen that house. I was like, wow. But it's so good to talk to somebody that take the time out, and I just want to give you your props, man, because Devon, you have a lot of things going on. You don't have to come sit on our platform to talk to us. And I really appreciate it. I take nobody for granted that you do take the time out to interview and share what you have with us. I mean, I was telling you earlier today, people look at our TikTok and be like, y'all ain't got a lot of followers, but we so powerful. You have no idea who we are and what we do.
Oh, yeah, for sure, man.
And so I appreciate you giving us the opportunity, man. I really do.
Of course, man. Anytime you guys want to have another conversation or, I'd love to do my part. Like I said, at the end of the day, I'm all about helping the community. Mm-hmm. And I see this being a big benefactor to that, man. So any way I can contribute, I'd be love to help.
Oh yeah. Oh, you gonna be back on here, man. You will be back if you're willing to come back, man. There's this financial platform that I'm working on. So so this is the Old Fashioned Health Network. We have a whole bunch of other shows, but the financial project, the financial show that we have, I definitely want you to come and then be a part of that to talk about financial investments and different things you could do with money. We had a show called Financial Fitness that guy comes. He's on here as well. But we're creating another financial program that you will, be a part of if you, come on as a guest to talk about how to take no money and make some money. And that's what you just did today, man. You showed us how if you don't have no money, you could just take a piece of paper, feet on the pavement, find you a house, get them to sign the contract, go to Devon as an investor and say, I have a property that's for sale. And if not to you, go somewhere and let them buy, close the deal, and then it's in your pocket. So, man,
just like that.
That was good.
Just like that, man. I'm telling you, I wholesaled the property last year, and I was in Greece on the beach. Made $5,000 sitting on the beach doing nothing. So I can tell you, you can even do it virtually, man. Definitely look into wholesaling, if anything, for anyone looking to hop into the real estate investing industry. If you don't have any money, wholesaling is definitely the route to take to grow your capital and start doing some major moves.
So don't you have a book called Devon's Wholesaling Dreams?
I don't. I do have an ebook called Wholesaling Playbook.
I just gave you a book called Devon's Wholesaling Dreams, all right? I need a percentage of this. This is our contract. I do this from time to time. I just did one for you, Devon's Wholesaling Dreams. You have history behind you, so they know that you could do it. And we'll talk about, my percentage.
Hey, let's get it. Let's get it good. I like it. It's a good idea.
Wholesaling Dreams.
It's a good idea.
Forget, man. Let me have to get on the news like, man, y'all let me to the wind, man. Hey, man, tell people how to get in contact with you and everything, all your social media and whatever you need to tell them,
Oh, yeah, for sure. Most people contact me by Instagram. I'm _I got the keys. That's _ I got the keys. I also have a website. It's harrishomesrei.com. Again, I am a real estate investor, a real estate agent. If you're looking to get into the flipping industry and you want somebody to chauffeur you through your first flip, or if you're a silent investor, you just want to see your money grow, please reach out to us. I got you.
Man, I really appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much for being on the show, man. I really appreciate it. Next time you have to come in the studio, man.
Oh, hey, look, I'm down the street, man. Just let me know.
I will, man. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you. Make sure you have a good one. Stay safe out there. Y'all make sure y'all share, follow, and watch. Share, follow, watch this. Share, follow, and follow Devon as well, man. And the next time I come back on here, y'all, I'm going to tell y'all about my first wholesale. Devon, I promise you, I'm going to get out this air, man. All right, y'all, take it easy. Thank you so much for watching Trying Success on the Old Fashioned Health Network. Good health inside and out. We out.